Hi everyone, it's Sloan Rhodes with your spiritual guidance for the week of January 7th, 2018. This is for all astrological signs. We are checking in with the general energy for the week. Today I'm going to be drawing one card from the astrology reading card deck and for the overarching theme, and then 3 cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck in terms of the egoic energy, the heart energy, and what we can look forward to regardless. So let's just go ahead and get started with the reading. I want to remind everyone that the readings are available on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts, so you can listen to your readings as well as watch them here on the YouTube channel. Okay, here we go. Jupiter. Oh, beautiful energy. Your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck is associated with the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is a very beneficent energy. It is a lovely energy of expansion, which I love to see. Let's just see what the tarot cards pull up in terms of what the ego may try to distract us with in terms of this Jupiter energy. Look at the free fall and the eagle or the hawk there. Lovely energy. Again, expansion. You know, when you consider birds of prey such as hawks or eagles, we often think of them in terms of the height with which they soar and how they have that eagle eye, you know, being able to see everything, so they don't get caught up in all the little minutia, all the details. They can see it, but they understand where it is, where that minutia or where the details lie in terms of the overall perspective of any circumstance or any sense or any experience. So it's kind of fun to think of Jupiter in that way. But let's get some additional cards. Okay, here we go. So our ego may try to distract us with the Strength card in reverse. Our heart is asking that we explore further the Ten of Swords. And the Ace of Wands energy is what we can look forward to regardless. Okay, so based on this Jupiter energy, again, it's very expansive energy, very beneficent, things working out, things expanding, things, circumstances, experiences, relationships, gaining new life, let's say. Now, our ego may try to distract us with the Strength card in reverse. So, on a personal note, it may try to distract us with where we have been disconnected in terms of our connection to our bodies. Now, I'm going to say this because they're related here. What we can look forward to is a diminishing of our energies. The Ace of Wands in reverse. Perfectly normal and acceptable, especially when we have this expansion going on. Whenever we have an expansion, it's usually preceded, let's say, by a certain degree of fatigue, a need to rest, recuperate, integrate, and then we move into the expansion. And with that Jupiter energy expanding everything, it's not uncommon to have a need for sleep, for rest, for feeling uninspired before that energy really can gain momentum here. So that's what we can look forward to regardless with this Ace of Wands in reverse. So don't, do your best not to get confused here when the ego may come in and say, things are supposed to be expanding and I'm feeling very tired, I'm feeling disconnected to how my body and my mind and my spirit are all working together. Maybe you're even feeling a sense of withdrawal, and as I feel it, as it may come in for individuals, there's a sense of, I'm not being very friendly, I'm not being very open to others, right? And somehow that's bad. I need to have more energy, I need to have more dynamism in my relationships and my connection to my body, to where I can be more integrated. So the ego may try to distract you with this, like you need to have more energy, you need to be more connected, mind, body, spirit. What's wrong with you? Kind of thing. You need to be friendly or go out there and make things happen, be with people. And you may just feel a sense of withdrawal here. So that's okay. It's also asking, I'll say, with this, areas in your life where you have been disconnected may come up for healing during this week, because we had that Jupiter expansion. So, if you have not been honoring your physical body, honoring your carnal needs, desires. Maybe you have been engaging in carnality in whatever form that takes for you, in ways that weren't honoring of your spiritual nature, of your connection to the divine, of your mental, intellectual needs. It may come up this week for many of you. General reading, everyone is going to experience these energies in different subtle ways, and also in some ways that aren't so subtle, depending upon where what you're working on. Now, our heart is asking that we explore further the Ten of Wands. An ending. Where are we done? Where have we just put so much into things that it's clear, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that it's not serving us anymore? The Ten of Swords can feel like a very dramatic end. Sometimes people feel as though they've been stabbed in the back. So the heart energy is saying, look, it's not that you've been stabbed in the back, it's that you have been you have been on a path, let's say, usually around clarity, around our perceptions and thoughts, that just are collapsing around us, and we are done. So your heart is asking that you explore this further. Where have your perceptions and thoughts reached their maximum level of fatigue, let's say? Because whenever we are clinging to a perception, when it's over its shelf life, let's say, it doesn't feel good anymore. So this is something that your heart is asking you to explore further. Like, why doesn't it feel good anymore to think the thoughts that you've been thinking? Why are you still clinging to perceptions that no longer are in alignment with where you are more conscious in this moment today? Something to consider. Again, the Ace of Wands is what we can look forward to regardless. You may be deciding to no longer put any energy into thoughts and perceptions that don't feel good, that feel as though they have run their course, and you are beginning to open more to more expansion, to letting more light into your life, to free falling, knowing that you are supported and guided always, with the divine holding on to you so that you are safe and in partnership with others. He's not by himself here. He has this bird of prey, this eagle, this hawk here joining him. Remember, the expansion occurs in connection to others. You wouldn't be able to feel your expansion if you didn't have something to feel as though you started with. Does that make sense? Like, otherwise it would just be, it would feel as though nothing was happening. But, you feel the expansion and the discomfort of that. Your ego may try to convince you that the discomfort you're feeling has nothing to do with your expansion. It just is because it is, and it feels good maybe to overindulge in sex or drugs or alcohol or just energies that aren't honoring of the physicality of self. It may even try to distract you with feelings of, as I mentioned, fatigue. Maybe you even get sick this week or feel like you might be getting sick. It's all part of your expansion. It's all part of the ascension that's occurring. Everything is coming up for healing, to be released. Integration. So a new beginning can occur in many different ways. We have the 10 energy, which is the maximum level of this energy of thoughts and perceptions and connections with others in terms of our mental energy that no longer feel good. We're just done with it. It's very fatiguing, and part of the expansion can include, and often does include, a great deal of fatigue. And then our judgment comes in, like, if I'm expanding, why don't I feel better? Why does it feel so awful? Well, it feels awful because you're letting in more love and light, and there's a lot of prep work that goes into that. And so we often have to sleep and rest a tremendous amount before we can, so that we can hold that love and light for longer periods of time, and so we know what it feels like. And then once that's kind of more solid within us, within our energetic system, then we can begin to take it out into the world. But we have to like, create that kind of new matrix, let's say. Anyway, I hope you find that helpful. A lot of energy there. It's going to be an interesting week for sure. be kind and gentle with yourself. You know, a lot of this here we see in the black and white, and then what we can look forward to regardless is all this new energy, right? It's not quite taking hold yet. It's going within first before it can go out, right? Expanding out. But remember, everything starts within. The expansion that you're feeling is starting within. Going out is not coming to you, it's expanding from you, as you. So it's something to consider as we go through the week. So anyway, I hope you find that helpful. I wish you much love. And I do have a resources page on my website, so that if you are interested in learning more about astrology and the planets and all of that, you can. I have some links to some astrologers that I enjoy listening to and watching. So if you are looking for more information on that. All right. Much love to you. I'll see you next week.